aespa dropped their first ever full album, a debut album, 4 fucking years into their career. aespa, for what they've been through, and they're still singing. My goodness. Well, at least we got a grand, very expensive looking era this time. So it all began in April 21st when they unveiled the introduction to the Armageddon universe, the new aespa I logo for this era, in a form of crop circle, which, if you did not know, in real life, crop circle is a pattern created by flattening a crop. So beautiful. Like, it's dark, grimy. Like, I thought, fuck yeah. We're finally back in Kwangya. Then they continued the rollout by releasing a launch code video depicting the girls' individual superpowers. So cool. So cool. It reminded me of this one show called The Gifted on Fox. It got a famous edit on the internet somewhere. I love the framings, the angles, and everything. It reminds me a lot of the car racing games on PlayStation 2 and the superhero films of the 2000s. I admit it, they're really cool. And then came the first teaser for the pre-released single of this project, Supernova. I like them. It's like a more focused introduction to aespa as super beings. The white backgrounds, the outlandish accessories, their eyes, their face cards. Whoa. I kinda wish they'd done a more PlayStation concept graphic design wise. Like, you don't have to straight up copy the PS2 logo like the creative fan arts do. Just, maybe create aespa's own twist on a video game. Otherwise, it's still very cool to see. The concept images are so cool, but I wish they'd done it with a different backdrop because it reminds me a lot of EXO's Cream Soda. But these types of aesthetics actually root back to Dior's early 2000s campaigns shot by Nick Knight. So, just for your information. Also obsessed with the episode, the short videos or skits that show the quote-unquote candid view of the members' superpowers behind the scene or in real life. I love it, and I think it's brilliant marketing too. And then, they gave birth to Supernova, this song and the music video. I think the music video is so fun. Of course, it's fictional, it's futuristic, and I love that they added some humorous twist to aespa's bread and butter. It's so cute, I love it, especially Ningning and Winter scenes. Regarding the usage of AI, I think SM is actually starting to implement AI to their artists' designs, photographies, and videographies slowly and sporadically. Which you can have your own opinion about AI, but I think the work of real artists should be prioritized. But for the context of this music video, which is to be funny, I guess it works. But I think it's gonna be a big problem for me and a lot of the fans too, now that we're experiencing the Red Velvet 10th year anniversary of their mistreatment in real time. I also love the costuming of Supernova. I think they're kitschy and otherworldly. Oh, I want to highlight this one specific look. This one is so weird. These are from Windowsen. I love this brand. I think they're very weird and unique. Those shoes are ridiculous. Between the release of Supernova and the title track Armageddon, they too released a series of videos to Long Chat, Licorice, and Live My Life, which are very well produced. The budget that went into this project is definitely expensive, which I'm pretty sad. Why can't Red Velvet experience this once in their lifetime? Not even their full album like Chill Kill. I don't know. Anyway, very cute and fun track videos. Then we enter the Armageddon universe. A ton of cryptic teasers and concept images and videos were dropped. The concept and aesthetics they took inspiration from is actually called analog horror, a form of horror that capitalizes on the eerie quality of grainy footages, distorted audios, and archaic technology to create an unsettling atmosphere. By the way, I'm quoting this next syntax entirely from Twitter user ningnasty. Shout out to them. They said that this is basically some type of horror media done in the style of found footage, old VHS tapes, beta, or other pre-digital formats. The relatively new term analog horror became especially popular recently during the late 2010s with independent media such as creepypasta, horror games, and alternate reality games usually created and shared online across various online forums and social medias, one of the main platforms being YouTube. Notable channels that platform this media are Local 58 TV by Chris Trop, Gemini Home Entertainment by Remy Adobe, and The Mandela Catalog by Alex Kister. The common denominator of these YouTube series is that they're all stories about alien invasion. The parallels between analog horror and aespa's concept actually can be traced back to their virtual world concept ever since their debut. aespa Cinematic Universe took us to a whole new virtual world in the first part of their story, creating a new sensation and establishing their aesthetic, taking sci-fi and futuristic inspirations to the next level. The first sighting of this analog horror concept actually can be seen during the intro of the drama music video, where it starts with a warning and a set of safety rules to follow while watching the quote-unquote drama, adding an atmosphere of mystery and suspense. The music video also seems to feature the concept of doppelgangers, with multiple scenes of the girls fighting with what looks to be different versions of themselves, a concept often seen in analog horror media. Not only through cryptic videos and images, they expanded the rollout to their website, aespa.com. With more cryptic messages, this time they created their own alternate reality game, where after you enter aespa.com, you are met with a dark static screen and a connect channel option. The option takes you to a countdown page with all the letters in Armageddon. Armageddon. It's like we're watching TV and each of the letter of Armageddon is a different TV channel. Most of the channels have been revealed to match the release of the different teasers, music videos, and track videos we had in the past weeks. The creepiest one is channel O. Well, it's basically made to look like an old website filled with a bunch of pop-up advertisements, but each one of them can also be interacted with. First, you can click all the creepy warning pop-ups where they all lead you to more pictures of creepy creatures, backrooms, liminal spaces, and cryptic messages about the existence of parallel universe and aliens. Ultimately, there's the Find the Authentic aespa puzzle right at the center of the page, which definitely mimics Google's I'm Not a Robot puzzle, where it will lead you to the Armageddon music video teaser. Very cool. I'm impressed. The last time I remember SM doing this, I think it was during Red Velvet's Power Up, where we got to choose this weird drinks, toppings, ingredients, and then we got a reveal of something, teaser images too. Like, it was so cute. I remember it like it was yesterday. And it also reminds me a lot of the early Pink Pantheress's Pantheress.pink website. So cute. The last set of concept images of Armageddon, which was shot by Won Young-ki, are also very cool. Actually, it's like maybe one of the coolest moments of this comeback because they finally got to wear full Rick Owens garments, which is very fitting. And if you did not know, Rick Owens is a brand owned by Rick Owens, who is pretty much obsessed with post-apocalyptic design, silhouettes, and style. Then came the expensive-looking Armageddon music video. Lots of 3D works and VFX were done beautifully. I love the modernized 90s aesthetics, very fitting with the music, which we'll talk about it in literally 2 seconds. I just love that they're pretty much committed with the storyline, the alternate versions of themselves, and just the overall dark concept and aesthetics. Yup, for the rollout itself, man, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I'm not even kidding. Everything was amazing and done cohesively. Usually I hate it when a K-pop group does a bunch of concept for an album, but you know why this mixing of a bunch of colors and aesthetics into one worked for this era? Because they got some parallel universe and alternate reality storyline going on. They have the upper hand, so how can I be mad about it? Starting off strong with Song of the Year, Supernova. Supernova revolves around the theme of self-empowerment, self-discovery, and embracing one's inner strength. The lyrics suggest a feeling of explosive power and confidence as aespa compare themselves to a supernova, a massive cosmic event that releases an immense amount of energy and light. This song conveys a message of resilience and breaking free from limitations to shine brightly like a celestial phenomenon, supernova. Okay, let me get this out of the way first. It took me like 10 listens to get this song. Okay, I'll admit it. I do tend to not get these predominantly speak singing type of songs at the first few listens. You can watch my newjeans' How Sweet review. Both of these songs, they quite have the same type of delivery. But for this song, aespa actually delivered the song with more personality and attitude. The quirk, the girl crush, the vocal fry, everything is just top notch. They freaked it to the song's demand. It feels like they're leading some kind of rebellion or something. The song structure, both of the verses start with Karina's interlude, where she introduces the song with "I'm like some kind of supernova" on the former and growls "ba-dee bang" on the latter. Then they continued the speak singing verses, followed by what to me is the highlight and identity of this song. The pre-chorus, where they chant "Sagunen takawa aoty." So catchy, it's like they're on a true practice or something. Very cool. Then comes the chorus. It's a cute chorus. The melody isn't as highlight worthy as the pre-chorus, but it's still good. It feels like 2010's SNSD. Then Winter opens the bridge, where it's quieter, feels like a needed little break before the start of the show. The refrain of the pre-chorus, it feels like a beat drop that is worth the wait. I don't know, it's low-key brilliant. Like, they didn't really add any new section with new lyrics. They're just refraining the same pre-chorus, but with different energy, and it works like a charm every time. Like, it makes you move. And by the way, this section samples a 1986 song titled Planet Rock by Africa Bambaataa and Seoul Sonic Force. I also love the explosive outro where everybody starts to overlap each other with those ad-libs and chorus. Like, whoa! I love it when SM girl groups do that on their outros. Beautiful, beautiful. The production of this song is so good, very electronic, very futuristic, layered, as expected from Dim Joins. If you ask him for crazy, he'll give you crazy times 10. The bass lines are deep, the percussions are punchy, and the synths are crisp. It feels like a modernized version of the 2010s electro house, and also a little influence of electro clash, as evident by the half-spoken, half-sung vocals. Overall, this song is aespa excellence. Second on the track list, we got Armageddon, the title track, produced by the one and only Sumin. If you did not know her, you have to look at her credits, whether it be producer or writer on K-pop groups. Like, it's a blissful feeling of discovery. Just like Supernova, Armageddon explores themes of empowerment, determination, and breaking free from darkness to embrace one's true potential. The lyrics convey a sense of inner strength and resilience in the face of challenges, urging the listener to confront their fears head-on and assert themselves confidently. First of all, it's a good song. You people are crazy for shitting on this song, okay? This song is very 90s, as evident from the old school hip-hop aesthetics alongside the R&B delivery, which aespa devoured. This song is also cinematic to me. Like, I can feel the griminess and post-apocalyptic aesthetics this song is trying to capture. For the song structure, it doesn't differ much from Supernova, actually. The song starts with this glitchy synth bass, which pretty much sets the tone of the song. Then a rapped verse starts the top line, followed by a sung verse. Then again, the catchiest part of this song, or maybe the hook, can be found in the pre-chorus. Bang chitty bang, bang chitty bang bang. Proceed to the chorus, where it slows the song down, almost feels like a drop. It's a nice, blissful R&B moment. I like it because the girls can sing. Now, I like the second verse better. It's more varied, melodic-wise, The girls are also giving riff and runs. The subtle addition of the piano is a nice touch. Very 90s, early 2000s. Then we get to the same catchy pre-chorus and melodic chorus. This dark and grimy atmosphere of the song continues to the bridge while Winter and Ningning delivered heavenly vocals. I love the contrast. Then there's a post-bridge, a drop section like Karina says, doubling down the old school vibe with a little boom bap switch up, a production style identified by an acoustic sounding drum pattern of a kick drum on the downbeat followed by a cracking snare on the upbeat. Then the song closes with a more layered and ad-libbed vocal chorus and some chants for the outro. See, objectively, it's a good song. Of course, it's Sumin. Her name and bad music do not go together. But my problem is Sumin's forte is old school pop R&B. Like that is her signature sound. And then I question myself, does it really suit aespa's futuristic and metallic sound? Sure, this song sounds pretty mechanical, I guess pseudo-industrial if you will. But I still don't think it captures the essence of aespa. If you take a look at Next Level and Savage, they too have some old school pop R&B elements, but they are utilized for the switch up section of those songs, not the overarching sound. So, I think it's a big miss on Sumin for the assignment of aespa. But as the song itself, it's incredible. It pains me to say that. She could have easily taken inspiration from her first album, Your Home, or even her experimental yet accessible EPs, Udada and XX. All of those projects are incredible. The way she meets nostalgia and futurism through her production is just like nothing that has ever been done before. So I'm really sorry, like that is Mother, but in the end of the day, I have to be honest with you guys. Now, this is where the album goes downhill. The album tracks, the B-sides. To outline this album, it's an okay album. It's perfectly fine. She is still no Savage. It does not have the boundary-pushing, genre-bending quality of Savage, and it also does not decline as low as the Drama and Girls mini album. We get what we get and there's nothing I can do about it anymore. Since I have been asking for a full album for aespa since forever, and here we are. Logically being predominantly electro-pop, pop rap, and R&B, this album does check out the criteria of a merely aespa album. But from track 5 onwards, this album starts to push aespa's pop rock agenda on the listeners. Except for Longshad, Bahama, and the one ballad Closer. Here's the thing. I do not like it when a K-pop group all of a sudden gives me some bland pop rock music in the middle of their album. Sure, they've teased us with the pop rock music with that one SM Station remake and one of their OSTs beforehand, but I am still not sold. I'm gonna need the extra mile from SM to make them at least good and even notable futuristic pop rock music. It's possible. You can listen to Pink Pantheress' latest album. It is not an obscure source of inspiration at all. After the two incredible tracks, the album continues with Set the Tone, which by the title itself feels like logically would have been a more fitting album opener. The production of this song is quite nice. I love the traps and synths. There's not much melodic highlights outside of the we set the tone line. I don't know, I'm just not amazed by it. It reminds me a wee bit of Illusion, but unfortunately, I just don't feel the thrill I get by listening to Illusion on this song. And yeah, I think this song was supposed to be the album opener. The same criticism goes to the fourth track, titled Mine, but it's better since it has some R&B edge to it, which is nice. It's also pop rap heavy, delivered with some nonchalance, and also the chorus is pretty amazing. This song reminds me again of Iconic a lot, both melodic composition and production wise, but unfortunately, despite my love for this song still sounds like a diet version of Iconic. Now Licorice is the more decent, pop rock infused aespa sound. It sounds and feels good to listen to. It sounds like the girls are having fun performing this song, they're giving us strong attitudes. I love the electric guitar going on in the background, as well as the trap production. Overall, good song. Now this is a real B-side highlight. Bahama adds such a nice diversity to the album. It screams summer, beach, romantic, and fun. The chorus is so freaking nice. I just love the sweet melodies. It melts me so much. The production is funky and warm. It has catchy bass lines on top of some disco samples, resulting in an upbeat and bouncy groove. And worry not, it still retains the harsh, punchy, and funky mid-tempo sound of aespa, which is heavily displayed in the bridge. See, it is not impossible to retain some aespa identities while attempting to do other genres like this song, which takes on a more new disco direction. The track run does not decline yet on this next song. This is another good B-side. Long Chat is a good electro-pop song. The synth bass line in the verses is very good. Moreover, in the second verse, the breakdown during Giselle's rap verse is such a nice surprise. Almost feels like some dubstep production. I love it. Love the throbbing production. The chorus of this song is very fun. I love the synths as well as the fun melody. The crazy dubstep-like breakdown is back for the bridge and the outro alongside the beautiful ad-libs. Now this is where the serious decline happens. Prologue is a whatever track. It has the potential to be good, but they chose to make it to be just life's too short sister. Maybe even sounding like an underwhelming R&B trap Red Velvet B-side. You know? Then comes the power pop I Don't Care YOLO anthem Live My Life, which is like, sure, for an OST project, it's going to work. It's going to be cute, not on your full album. Finally, what's an SM Entertainment full album project without a ballad closer? Of course, Melody is a ballad closing track. Will I remember this song ever? I don't think so, but the experience was there. They got a pass because they can sing. Hehe. Alright, that's that. Am I disappointed? Sure. Because the thing is, as a K-pop act, you're not held at a standard where your album has to be very cohesive, to the point monotonous like Western pop stars often do. You can be adventurous, diverse, and experimental on your full album. Which on this album, sure, they're pretty adventurous and diverse. Genre bending? Not really. That's one of the big minus for me. But who am I to say? We're on the new modern post-Lee Soo-man era of SM, where great experimentations of music do not exist in their songwriting and producing camps. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, this album is adventurous and diverse. But there's one important thing that they missed. The atmosphere of the album. The vibe, the nature, even the season of this album does not connect at all. The tie that binds the album together is non-existent. It feels like two different mini albums forcefully combined together to form a full body of work for aespa. Maybe the most straightforward way to express this is, tell me how Armageddon and Live My Life exist on the same album. I'm putting the ballad closer out of the question since it's an SM project and the ballad is pretty good anyway. So tell me, how Armageddon and Live My Life exist on the same album? The way these two songs coexist does not feel the same as the way Kingdom Come and Attaboy coexist on Red Velvet's Perfect Velvet. I hope some of you are seeing what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry I frequently bring up Perfect Velvet to the conversation because the way that album is diverse, experimental, weird, yet cohesive at the same time is still mind-boggling to me. Even down to the ballad closer. Putting aside the diverse and experiments of sound, The songs themselves also pretty much do not reach the highs and eclecticism of the songs from the Savage mini album. Right from the release day until right now, I still do not get the euphoria like I pretty much still do while listening to Yeppy Yeppy, Iconic. They even don't have any, oh my god, they don't even have any excellent R&B moment on this album, like an SM group would do on their albums. I'm actually realizing this in real time. Wow, I'm in disbelief. Where is the lucid dream energy? Where is it? Non-existent. In the end of the day, I am sounding like a broken record at this point for asking for another Savage mini album moment from aespa. But I'm so sorry. If they've done it once, then of course they could have done it again. Even do it better. Like gather the same producers from that mini album, brief them that we need to have another K-pop excellence, this time for aespa's career-defining first ever full album, something monumental for the girls. Like what's so difficult about it? If you do not want to work with the same producers, fine. Then why not hire Jungkook? All the other companies have tried to hire more known Western producers. Now it's your time to do it too. Jungkook and them joints would be such great executive producers for this project. Like I'm so serious. Even when you look at the commercial value, each of the song on the Savage Mini has surpassed 20 million streams on Spotify. I don't know. Maybe Savage is just supposed to be a once-in-a-blue moon moment in K-pop. It is truly a generational K-pop project. Early on their career, mind you, maybe they should have saved the best for the full album. Like imagine if we had gotten the Girls Mini first, then Drama Mini, then My World Mini, then boom. aespa, Savage, the first album. You got Savage and Supernova on the same album, like my mouth is watering. Goodbye. I read a review about this album from Alexis Petridis, a writer from The Guardian, titled aespa, Armageddon. Music is an afterthought in high concept pop. The outline of his review goes, cutesy melodies, dubstep bass lines, pop punk and disco on the K-pop foursome's debut album are outshone by their intriguing world building with interdimensional riffs and alien popcorn. Although pretty harsh, I could find some truth in it, because this is true for many other K-pop groups, by the way, and it's not a new phenomenon either. I'm not gonna name drop who's who, but it is very unfortunate that aespa has become one of the victims. We used to be a proper country. We used to have it all. Great concept with great music to match. My freak. Anyways, criticisms aside, I still do think this is a pretty good project. Replace Set the Tone, Prologue, and Live My Life with better electropop songs, then we would be touching an 8 out of 10. But for what it is, I'll give this album a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe a 7 out of 10 on a good day because of the rollout and designs and videos and everything surrounding the music. If you have a different point of view than me, where you can see a better view on this album, I'm happy for you. And I'm happy to know on how you see it. And what's your favorite song on the album? Tell me everything. Sound them out in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Bye bye.